let's have your company pitch.
All right, so we've got Tom here from Tingo Teams. Welcome, Tom.
Hi, Jason.
How you doing, Tom? And the name of the company is?
Well, thank you.
All right.
This was the thing about Australia, if you remember, when we were down there. They have real bandwidth problems down there.
There are some bandwidth problems. There is. I'm just going to ask one second. I got to make a general announcement to the people of Australia. Can the people of Australia please stop downloading porn and BitTorrent for the next 5 minutes so we can get this pitch done? Okay, that's the end of the message. Everybody stop with their BitTorrent. Go ahead and give us your pitch.
All right. TingoTeams.com is a website and iPhone application designed for small to medium-sized mobile business workforces that need to stay in touch and have up-to-date information on work to be done. Tingo Teams addresses several key problems faced by these businesses. The transient and expensive nature of SMS for communication, the need for employers to know where their employees are, and the prohibitive cost of proprietary systems, the difficulty of collecting and keeping track of job information while on site. TingoTeams.com solves these problems by locating web-connected smartphones to bring sophisticated logistics and personnel management to the small mobile business. You can easily allocate and track jobs, communicate with your team, take notes and numbers, automatically record valuable business metrics, and use interactive maps to get people on site fast. Companies pay a low monthly subscription to access the service based on the size of their team, while team members can download the app for free. That's it.
Brilliant. I was pulling up the website while you were talking and showing some of those slides to the audience, and I just thought to myself, this is a more focused, refined version of Yammer. Yammer's great for teams. It's a great general utility. Yep. It's being used by a lot of people. They're paying $1 a month per person or $3 a month per person. What you've done is you've made something that actually has workflow and jobs. Pull up my screen here, gentlemen, and you'll see here's the position, the jobs this person has to do, unassigned jobs, telling them what to do, the transit, they've arrived. So this is great for service providers. I guess if you were a repair person or installing cable, that's the market you're going for, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly who we're thinking about.
And it's the iPhone. And a boss would love, 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 love to just give an iPhone, which is such a cheap device, $60 a month device, $70 a month device, to each of their workers, and actually, instead of having them fill out paperwork, just say, I'm arrived, I've left. How great is that? And it's got GPS in it, so I'm assuming they know where they are. They're checking in at that location. It's like GoWalla or Foursquare. I'm checking in at the job. I'm leaving the job. There's no way to lie about where you are and be drinking beers in the van. This is great for monitoring your employees in a way that's not draconian.
Right. You know what it reminds me of? It's like the next step of Pivotal Tracker.
Yes, it's like a wireless pivotal tracker.
Mobile pivotal tracker that's a little bit more specific to individual employees instead of just teams.
Go ahead.
Pivotal Tracker was absolutely an inspiration for us when we were building it.
Look at
also, you mentioned GoWalla. That was we spent a lot of time looking at the other locations for things and trying to leverage that. I mean, this is a new technology, and yeah, I think it's really valuable to find out where all your people are, and especially with iPhone 4, the new SDK lets us track people's location even when the app's not running. I mean, obviously we have that as an option, forcing anyone to do that. But being able to keep track of where everyone is without them having to do anything with the app is really useful.
Yes, being able to run the GPS in the background is great, although the battery is going to last for about 18 minutes. I give your pitch 8.5. I give your idea 9. I think you've nailed it. The execution looks beautiful. And this is exactly the type of application I was talking about earlier, that it would not matter where the company is located. This application would do fantastic in the United States. You should hire a small sales office here and really start rocking it out here. Yep. And if you think this is going to be a big business, I hate to tell you to leave Sydney. It's a great city. But leave your development team in Sydney, and you could go relocate for a year into the Valley to raise money and get things going. There's nothing wrong with that. America's a bigger market than Australia. Nobody would blame you for wanting to make a lot of money and bring it back to Sydney. So, Tyler, what are your scores? This is right up your alley.
Yeah, it's a 9 of an idea.
9 of an idea from Tyler. That's big.
Maybe even 9.5.
Wow, big numbers from Tyler.
Killer idea. The execution was great as well, I have to say, and which is maybe even more important. And the pitch, I couldn't. It broke up a lot, but it came through. It
came through. Yeah, I mean, even
at
with
least a 7. The pitch almost doesn't matter when you have an idea this good. So it's like you got a 7.
And isn't that the truth? I mean, one of the secrets of doing a good pitch is having a great product.
Right.
Lon, what are your scores?
Great idea. I mean, Pivotal Tracker, just in its sort of, which is this in kind of an earlier form, changed the entire workflow at Mahalo, was revolutionary to the way we sort of
organized
communicated.
Everything.
So much more organized, and this seems like even the next step of that. Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a 9 probably for the idea.
Congratulations, guys. We're going to move on to the next city, and I will see you down there very soon at Long Grain. I'll be at the bar with Tyler.
One more element that would be killer on this.
Yes.
Is if Comcast or all of these services that came to people's houses, if I could track that SOB where he is on his route.
Right. When he tells you I'll be there in 2 minutes, and you find out that he's on the underneath the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yes.
You know, listening to
no,
the
but
Yankee game.
I can see how many stops he has left and where he is and where I am.
Like Uber Cab.
Yes.
It's like Uber Cab, but for these other service providers. The GPS location revolution is upon us, and it will impact anybody who is moving from location to location and not stagnant in one place all day. And people who work in trucks and roving around, whether it's truck drivers or tutors or cab drivers, are all going to be affected by it, and it's going to make things more efficient and wonderful. Let's go to our next city. It may take a moment. I know we're calling in.
They're calling.
Let's give me a quick recap. Where have we been so far, Lon?
Oh, sure. Well, we started in Tokyo. We got
Tokyo was great.
Gifty. You give small gifts on Twitter.
Really liked Gifty, but it was alpha.
Right, and then we went to Melbourne for Clienteer Hub. It's sort of LinkedIn, Wikipedia. It's answers to customer experience questions.
I was buzzword bingo, but a good idea in a growing space.
Then we went to San Juan, where we heard about a suturing device from a neurosurgeon.
Absolutely.
It was fascinating.
A first for this week in medical devices.
Right. Then we heard the Santa Monica pitch, Dealometer.
Yes.
Which they're doing niche, very local deals in Erie, Pennsylvania. Then they're going to go to my hometown of Irvine.
Perfect.
And then just now we were in Sydney, Tingo Teams. It's the iPad app and service that keeps your colleagues connected.
And does anybody have a who's your lead right now?
I would have to put Sydney as the front runner. I think
Sydney's
all of
front
us,
runner right now.
I think Tingo Teams so far.